Hey guys, this is Jessie of Dirt Don't Hurt Adventures, and I just want to go over our review of staying at Thorny Mountain Fire Tower in West Virginia. The first thing you're going to have to do is stop at the ranger station, and you need to pick up your keys for the fire tower. They also sell some small camp items in the store. They also have ice if you need ice. And it's a good thing to pick some up because the station is about 15 to 20 minutes away from the actual fire tower. The restrooms are located behind the ranger station, and they have hot water and they are free to use. It does look like you have to insert quarters into the machine to get it to work, but you don't have to do that anymore. The ranger said you just press it in and it just comes right on for you. So that was wonderful. They also have hooks on the back of the door to hang your stuff. If that isn't enough room, you can always put the diaper changing station down to set your stuff on top of it. When you leave the ranger station, you're going to take a left out of the parking lot and you're going to start heading up the mountain. Part of it's paved, and then you're going to have to turn off onto a dirt lane that takes you straight up to the fire tower. You will pass some cabins and a small lake as you go up. And trust me, you'll notice when you're there because the first thing you're going to see is the fire tower. It probably took me a good 5 minutes to finally get to the top because I was a little nervous. The steps are narrow and on the outside of the tower, so just be aware of that. And then as soon as I got to the top, first thing I did was clean it.
You gotta sleep in this thing?
I don't know. Just so you're aware, there is no running water and there is no electric. Some of the windows are new, some are old. The newer windows open and the older windows do not. There is a pulley, and I highly recommend using this because of the narrow steps. It made it a lot easier getting our stuff to the top. I also recommend not bringing a ton of stuff into it because it's something you're going to have to take back down with you when you leave. There are 2 cots, 4 chairs, and 2 small tables. We pushed our cots together. They're not the most comfortable cots in the world, but they were fine. We did sleep on them. I know some people sleep on the floor. There sounded like there was a critter trying to get in one night, so I don't recommend sleeping on the floor, but that's totally up to you. At the time of our stay, it was $80 a night plus $4.80 per person per night. There is a trail that cuts by your fire tower. Most of the time people will just walk by and leave you alone, but when we did pull up, there was a couple hanging out in the pavilion, and they were completely unaware that you had to rent the fire tower to go in it. So after we went up and cleaned it, they tried to go up after us, and I had to let them know that we were staying there and could they not go in because we had all of our stuff in it. I don't think that happens often. I do know that there is a sign if you come up one way that says fire tower guest only, but there is not a sign if you come the opposite way on the trail. So I totally understand why they were confused about that. There is a pit toilet and they do clean it before you get there. I still recommend bringing a cleaning product, a wipe or something, because flies get trapped inside and then they kind of poo all over the toilet seat and in the room, so you're going to want to periodically clean it. I also recommend bringing your own toilet paper for that same reason. They also provide a wood shed which is filled with firewood. There isn't a ton of kindling in there though, so you might have to go into the woods and pick up some loose sticks, but you won't run out of firewood. One thing we noticed when we arrived, there were a ton of gnats. We went in September, but as soon as we started a fire, they went away. But we did have to keep the fire going the whole time to keep them away, just so you're aware of that. We booked our stay at the fire tower a year in advance. It books quickly. So if you do want to stay, I would do your booking sooner than later. They get cancellations occasionally, so you can always just give them a call to see if they have an opening. There's a nice size picnic table under the pavilion and a fire ring. There was plenty of room for us to prepare all of our meals and sit and eat. There are plenty of trails that allow hiking and some that allow mountain biking. Just remember, if you start at the fire tower, you're going to have to work your way back uphill to get there. Like I said earlier, we came in September, and during the day it was in the 70s, and then at night it did get in the low 40s. It was a little chilly, but honestly we were very comfortable inside the fire tower with our sleeping bags. This is after hiking back uphill to the fire tower. And just a few little facts about the fire tower is 69 steps to the top. They are very inclined, so you need to be very careful. And it is 53 feet off the ground. So if you're afraid of heights, you may not want to stay here. It's not that bad though. I was very nervous about sleeping inside of it, thinking you would feel it moving back and forth. You really didn't. You can rent kayaks and canoes. All you have to do is go down to the ranger station to put down the deposit for them. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.